just chill out today. Now the elections campaigning is slowed down, is helping me relax. It's not that busy now. People started voting, and I thought I'll just update with people who have not voted, and please request you all to start voting and post it back. Guys, I just want to let you know today, whenever I'm just very busy. I was stressed. My stress buster is something is I enjoyed cooking. So today, yeah, you can see my kitchen, so set up ready. Usually when it's a stress buster for cooking something special dishes actually. So today I'm going to talk about our elections, how it's going on, bit relaxed, and as well as I'll be cooking as well today. So I thought I'll cook something special. It's called Hyderabadi baingan. It's eggplant. Bagara baingan we call Hyderabadi bagara baingan. It's a very special dish which is it's made in Hyderabad, especially in India, Hyderabad, in a special occasions such as marriages, weddings, functions. It's a Nawabi style kind of a thing. Because I'm going to cook that dish, and it's a very special and very interesting as well. Um, Before going ahead, guys, I would like to let you know, it's a beautiful weather. I know I just went out to pick up my son from the school. He's so happy going back to school, primary school, and high schools are opening soon. My elder one also looking to go back to school, right? And nice weather. It's beautiful to go for a walk. It's a good walk to just go out and have fun. It's about 70 degrees weather. Guys, let's start with the recipes. Like I would like to show the ingredients quickly, what the ingredients are there, So because I'm just shooting myself, I can take somebody help, my kids help, so I can show you quickly. Kai, can you show me this one? Ketan, can you show me the ingredients? The guys, say this is all, say my son is helping me out here. You can go down, a little bit down. Yes. Okay, I'll just hold it. Yeah, that's the one. So this is eggplant. It's called bagara baingan. What we make in baingan, we called in Hyderabad. So this is the eggplant. What I've done is eggplants. I've just cut them into four halves. So I'll show you how I've done it. Usually we just need to slit the eggplant like this, and then just into like four halves. This is how you need to cut them. And because if you leave for long, it's get the black side. So what I've done is I've just put the water and then salt water, mix some couple of teaspoons of salt, and then leave it like this so for a while, and we will get back to that later. So that's the first thing, guys. And also have ingredients. I'll show what are the ingredients I'm going to do. First thing is, first you can come here, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Is the first the peanuts. We need the peanuts, coconut powder, cumin seeds, coriander, and then we have some bay leaves. And I'll show what is this about. Ginger garlic paste, some oil, some water, tamarind paste, jaggery, that's the special ones, chili powder, salt, um, and then coriander powder, turmeric, and it's garam masala, is spices mix, um, green chilies. Then we have onion cut, and this ginger garlic paste I'm ready, and then some these ones, spices, little spice on this. Yeah, I'll show you anyway. I'll go through that each and everything. Cloves and elaichi, green red chilies, and bay leaves and all. Okay, guys. Before I go with this, starting with, I'll show the process quickly. This is a very special dish. It takes about half an hour something to do the process. But let's start with the cooking. I'll switch on the my stove here. I'm going to take the pan. I'll heat up the pan. So I'll show just like what are the ingredients. I'm going to take this pan, heat it up, and I put my pot ready. So you need to keep a pot like this ready, and I need a mixie. This is very important. These are three major things I'm going to use. Another one is I'm going to use this. I'll show you for the coal what I'm going to do with this thingy. These are the main guys. Okay. So, okay, I'm just have to adjust myself. Guys, let's take the, once the pan is heated up, I'm going to use these peanuts, like a little bit fried, and then we put some coconut fried, um, cumin seeds, coriander seeds. So all this we just and then the mustard seeds as well. Sorry to say that I didn't show you before. So I just make a little bit fry, put it in a plate, and then put it in a mixie. So let me take that, and then okay, I'll put that in. Okay, spoon. Okay, just 2 to 3 spoons of peanuts, not much. So I'll take something for mixing. Yeah, just use this one, and then I use this spoon for this. Okay, guys. Yeah. Let me start. Yeah, while I'm just frying up this, just a lot. Maybe just slowly I put on the exhaust fan because we don't want smoke alarm to go on. That's the first thing, guys. Okay, let me tell you guys. What we're going to do today is I tried to call my friends a few times and few of the people, especially since the last few days, and pushing them to, guys, have you voted yet? Have you got received the ballot paper yet? So most of them have received the ballot papers. Victoria Election Commission has already posted 100% all the ballot papers out. Guys, if you have not received yet, please call Victorian Election Commission and ask them that to send another ballot paper, or if your ballot paper is damaged due to some reason or could be delayed because of the COVID situation. Now the deliveries are delayed. Ask the Victorian Election Commission to send the ballot paper and then vote it. Now, guys, I will tell you why voting is important. Many of my friends saying we have received the ballot papers like 1 week ago, and they're sitting in the bench top or just living in the study room, or they want to do it later stage. But what happens is don't leave it to the till end and try to fill up the paper. We'll do today because of time. While cooking, we all can please go and grab your ballot papers. Keep your pen and ballot paper ready. We'll do a bit of exercise how we're going to fill it the ballot paper. It takes only a little bit of time, 10 minutes, guys. So what I want you to do, guys, is just go get the ballot paper, that envelope, the ballot paper envelope. If you are not open, just open it. By the time I fry this, is before it gone, it get burnt. I just fry that, and you go and grab your ballot papers and sit in front of the table or wherever you're sitting. I just want to go straight away and get the ballot papers ready, guys. Oh, and let me do this. This is how it's fried up. That's enough. You can see that. That is enough to fry. And what I'm going to do is, but that should be good enough to fry. It's like we should not burn too much. It's a little bit burnt, but it's okay. Peanuts are okay for that. And I'm going to fry coconut powder as well. Guys, it's a coconut powder. I'm going to just a little bit, not much. So let's do a little bit of coconut fry. And also you can mix with the coriander as well. Coriander. Yeah, sorry guys. That's it. Some of them I got it here. Just a couple of teaspoons, not much. Or maybe one big teaspoon, 1 spoon and a half. I just put like a little bit. That's enough. And then all can put like cumin seeds, what it's called. That's Hyderabadi especially, so whenever we go to any weddings in Hyderabad, especially they have it's like a prestigious dish. Bagara, without bagara baingan, there won't be any function, especially in vegetarian functions. So in most of the marriages, say this is the seeds from So when we go to any function, especially in the Hindu marriages, they have a vegetarian, not a non-vegetarian. So this is very popular. And that's mixed. That's done. I'm going to put all this in plate. This flame is too much. It's not much, just like 1 minute. That's all. Once the pan is heated up, it's all good to go. Otherwise, the taste will be enough. So That is done. I'll leave this aside for now. Okay. And I'm going to switch on, leave this here. I'll make another, this is the coal. I'm going to burn this coal. I'll tell you why we need this burn this coal. It takes a while, like 15-20 minutes to burn. I'll leave on it. That will be burning for a while. I'll leave that there. So guys, so what I've done is, so you can see this all done. Peanuts, and then it's the mixie. I'll put those in the mixie so that just with some water to make a paste. So this is my mixie. I'll put all this in mixie. So guys, while you're making this, I'll let you. I hope you all got your ballot papers ready with a pen. We do a small exercise today: how to fill the ballot paper, how to vote to the people, and how to select the. The preferences are very important. A lot of people are confused with the preferences. I would like to let you know how the preferences work. I just put some water in this mixie so it won't be hard, like a paste. Yeah. Just a bit more powder. So I put a little bit more water. Yes, that's good. So that's how it has to be, like a paste completely. Guys, you see that? That's it. So let me put all this paste in a, leave it like this as it is. So we'll keep it aside, this paste for now. And let's switch on the pot here. So I'm going to add some oil and heat the oil for a while. So that's the oil. You can take a vegetable oil or could be peanut oil, so anything. And it could be like 100 grams, 200 grams, whatever. It's up to you. Not for that much. I think that should be good enough. Yes. So it depends on your intake, the oil intake. You can put like oil intake, So it could be 50 grams oil. Some people don't prefer too much oil. But bagara baingan, the oil is very important. Oil has to float on top of it, and it looks like curry. It's like curry initially, but later on it thickens. The beauty of this bagara baingan is we can store for 3 days in the fridge, and the taste doesn't go. It's the same taste for the next 3 days, and its taste becomes bitter day by day. Better like day by day, and tastes so delicious. Guys, we also can try this, at your home. I'm going to add the recipe on the top of the video, so you can have a look at this once, whatever ingredients I've added and how to make the recipe, all the stuff, it's there. I'm going to add to this video. Guys, hope you all know you got your ballot papers yet? No, so hope you all got the ballot papers. Open it up and see what's in there. You will be finding such things like in ballot paper. A ballot paper with all the candidates' information. But this is my ward actually, basically. So I got this ballot paper. So I just want to show you like a sample. And you have all the instructions also given on the ballot paper. Say, if you will see that there are instructions, the voting closes on 23rd of October at 6 p.m. So if you can notice that, the voting closes on 23rd Friday, this Friday. That is only 2 days to go. Today is almost Tuesday, so 3 days more. But don't wait till that date. We're going to do today, and also we're going to post it today itself. Yeah, that's our task of the day. So guys, so you read the instructions, all of it, and then what next is you'll be given like which ward you are into. If you don't know the ward, your ward is here, Watts ward or Cambridge ward, where are the ward, your ward is displayed here with the map. And also it just shows the phone number. So if you need any information, you can call BAC on this number there. So these are all about this council, the ward, map, and the contact details are here on the paper. So you get this information already. So all these informations are there. You can contact BAC if required. People who have not received, please call BAC and get the information. And apart from that, what I would like to say is, guys, many of people have voted it. Say last week, what information we got from the BAC is that from Ballot City Council, I'm standing from Cambridge Ward as a councillor candidate. So what information we got is about 33,000 or plus people around a voters list. From that, around 8,000 valid voters have been received. But there might have received more voting, votes back. What happened is the ballot papers are not valid. The votes are not valid because of the several reasons. I'll tell you about the reasons right now. Hope you all got the ballot paper. Keep it ready. The pen. I will go through that quickly. Let me check. Is this heat is enough? Yeah. It was in the same. See, I didn't notice it, but it's taking a while to heat up. Guys, what I'd like to do is let us grab. Before we go ahead with how to vote, what we do is let's read this candidate's profile. Like you got all the candidates' profile like this. They got the photo with the statement here. So read through every. It takes about half an hour, and the life for the half an hour take your time is going to last for saves your next 4 years. How we're going to talk about that? How it's going to save your life for next 4 years? Like how we can make best use of it, how we can get issues will be resolved, and how it's going to affect you basically. These 10 minutes of voting, it takes some 10 minutes actually to vote, but if you read through, it takes about half an hour. But this half an hour in total, how it's going to affect yourself in the future, like your next 4 years especially. So read through all of the guides. Meanwhile, maybe each one have like 14 to 15 candidates. I just want to give a brief idea about the geography of Melton. So I'm based in Melton. So Melton has 3 wards. One of the ward is Watts ward, which I live here, and another one is Cambridge ward, and the other one is Provence ward. Candidates from this Melton City Council, regardless of where they live, they can stand as a candidate for council in any of these 3 wards. So though I live in Watts ward, I thought of choosing to stand for the Cambridge ward because I have more network and circle. I've done a lot of work there, and also partially in common ward I have circle. So my strength is in Cambridge ward. So I have decided to stand in the Cambridge ward. Yep, that's the first thing, guys. So now the total population of the Melton is like 1,70,000 people. In that, about 95,000 people have a voting into voters list, and each ward is divided. So like open ward is big ones, and this population will be around the voters list around 40,000 there itself, and there will be about 4 councillor seats, and maybe 15 people are standing as running the elections for the 4 seats. In Cambridge ward, there are 3 seats, and about 14 candidates are running for the elections. In Watts ward, there are only 2 seats, and it's about I think 10 people, standing for elections. It's like 1:5 ratio. Per seat, 5 people are standing. Okay, guys, let me check this. Is it enough? Yes, sir. This is enough. Now, what I'm going to put it on is I've got a few things ready. Given seats, yes. Put all. Yes, that's the one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some curry leaves and a bay leaf. So you can put them in. I'm putting in a steel top here. Just the deep one. And it has to be quick, before it gets fried up. And I'm going to put up some onions as well in this. So mix it well. Put some onions. Just 2 onions to say that. And the skin still gets golden fried. Golden yellow color fried. This onions has to get golden yellow. So that's going on. And guys, one more thing is what I tell you is about the coal. You know, just turn the coal around. It takes the time for the coal to burn properly. So that's why I'm just heating up the coal. I'll leave this here and let that fry. Okay, guys. Hope you all got your ballot papers. Let's start the ballot paper reading now. Oh, just see the numbers. You have the number one, number two, like in the numbers, so how many candidates there. So hope start reading each the profile and see the experience. We can read the. There are some existing already candidates, councillor candidates already been working now. They are contesting again to re-elect them. So please read the profile, what they have done, especially very important. The existing councillors have some experience and check what have they done. And most of the thing I have seen is I did a survey on how to vote, and when before I contest my elections in August, I thought of ask people like whether what the issues are. They only reach out in COVID situation is online. So what I've done, I did an online survey, and about 330 participants have been participated in the survey. So about 330 people have mostly they have given the main question. I've asked about 10 questions. The first question was about do you are they citizens of Australia, and also I got most of the Australian citizens, and they live in the Melton area, any of the wards. Other one is do they know? Very important question was do they know their councillor, existing councillor, and more than 30% say they don't know who the councillor is. Amazingly, and they don't know whom to approach if they have issues. Especially these are the migrants and also new settlers. They moved to Melton City Council area, especially new estates, which has come up like Antray, Cornell Park, Fraser Rise. Some people in who live in Calhoun Springs, in Balsa Heights, like they've been here for like last 15 years plus. They know because they've worked in the last few years and they have some reach to the local councils. So especially there's a big gap, guys. So what I'm going to do with all the survey, I took their major issues and I was talking to the people with my network and asking their other friends, so give the numbers and spoke to them and asked about issues. I made a note of it. I took all the issues and made it as my agenda. The major issues I took, the common issues which people face, which comes practically under the Melton City Council, which can be done, and also some we can advocate to the state council, election, state level, right? Like some freeways or the bus links or Victoria Police. So there's different, but we can always advocate that. So I took that all into consideration and then put into my agendas. Yes, that's the guy, and I'll keep going that way. Keep your ballot papers there. I'm going to put salt and this is the turmeric and all the ingredients ready. I'm going to put some spices, cloves and elaichi in these ones. There. I'm going to put red chilies with later stage. The bagara batter is like it takes time to cook it. The important thing is it has to be cooked well, and it's a process to which you need to put at what time is very important. The cloves which I did put before because it gets burnt. So cookies, spices has to mix well. I'll take you to my pot, how it looks like. So still a little bit more to get, and then the charcoal is burning. So still it's a bit hard, so it takes a while to get burnt, right? So we do this. I'll leave that here again. So guys, hope you all got your ballot paper. Let's start now. Hope you have read these statements, at least you have a glance at least. But if you don't know, still you don't have an idea uh, about the candidates. Looks everyone says good about them. They have done so much to the community. But let me tell you one thing. Let's start my paper. Yeah, see. So what happens is in your areas, the council candidates who are standing, they might have already this on online as well as in flyers like this. They might have sent the dear flyers or single page or some information about them, and they might have given you all the how to vote card. Most of the candidates have given how to vote card, right? So this is how it looks like on your ballot paper. This is the same series as a ballot paper. This is my Cambridge ward. I have given my how to vote card, and these are my preferences. Now, guys, most of the on the ballot paper, if you open your ballot paper, have a look at this pattern. I'll have a look at this one card. Just read to the ballot paper. I'll tell you why it's important to how to do the preferences is very important. Not many people are aware of the preferences. That's why I think it's maybe more than 500 or in my Cambridge ward itself. I don't know the exact figures, but they have been rejected. It's not valid. It's invalid votes. The reason being, many people have not could fill all the boxes. That's very important. Maybe to the turmeric. Yeah. Let's put some. Just put like about 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric approximately, and mix well. And then I'll put the ginger garlic paste. Guys, you need to fresh grind. This is a ginger garlic. So I made the fresh grind of this. Made the ginger garlic paste already. Here. It's about 1 or 2 spoons of liquid one, depends on the taste, but ideally I put 1 big spoon, tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. That's done. Mix it well. Next in these ingredients, what we use spices like jeera and all. They have some vitamins and like C, vitamin D, vitamin C, like the monosaturated products. All the ingredients what I'm using, and they are like they have health benefits as well. In olden days, because of these cumin seeds, coriander, and other ingredients what I use here, they put like ginger and the garlic. The garlic is very important in build the immune system, and also the cumin seeds. There are other seeds which I use here good for asthma to develop the lungs, improve the lungs functionality. So in this situation, like COVID situation, the lungs has to be healthy. So there are some these ingredients help us to build the immune system as well as better respiratory system, especially good for the asthma people as well. So it is very important for us to know about this. I'm going to put some seasoned seeds as well. And that's it. So whatever I use, I just put this aside. And then okay, just mix it. Just not forget things, I just forgot to put this seasoned seeds earlier before onion, but let's see because it's going to fry anyway. I'll leave it for a while. Okay, guys. What I was saying is the people who have voted, like who got these preferences, what they have done is they left this box empty, and their vote is not valid. Some have overwritten the numbers, so that's not valid. And you have to fill all of the numbers, all the boxes have to fill, and put the number one and then number two. So the reason being, if number one is has did win the elections, then it will go to number two, who you prefer. And then if they both don't win, then third one will go. So there's a preference, you know, plays a vital role in these elections. So fill all the boxes, 1 to 14 the key method or whatever in your ward, completely. Don't duplicate the numbers, put 1, 2, 3. So in case if you change your mind or if you've done wrongly, so just strike off the box and then put next to it. That's simple as that. So fill all the boxes and put what one for the one you want to elect them, and then two the next preference, and three. It's like keep going on to fill up the boxes. Now let's talk about why it is important for us to vote. That's the main question. What they can forget? They never saw the councillors. They don't interact with the council. They do their own job, 9 to 5 job. They busy or the business, or they're busy with their work, and then the family and the friends. But they think why we need to go there. We have got nothing to do with the council. Indirectly, especially. You have some, but indirect means is there because you guys, most of the houses that dwell inside here, they pay the rates. So council get the fund from the rates. So that's first point. Now they're going to utilize your the rates money, and like up to 70% or some council 60% of the funds they revenues from the rates, and then rest of the things from the other fees, business fees, permission fees, bidding, other fees as well, like fines also included in that. When you might have got council fines for car parking, you might have known it. So all these fines, speeding fines, camera, that is the Victor considering, right? So guys, that this is the like budget they release, how they're going to utilize your money. So this is very important where your money is going to. Say this year, 2021, government, Melta City Council has released the budget. Right? Hope you all have got this budget, how they utilize. We go through where your money is going to and why it's important to vote for a right candidate and how your money is going to utilize for your own purpose in your own area, in your own community. Let's go ahead. Start this sheet done. Mostly, I'll put some more. I can show you what's happening here. So that's what it looks like. Yep. I'll put some more ingredients. Chili powder, just a couple of teaspoons, and the salt. Yeah, salt. Okay. I need most of like if you have 2 spoons of chili powder, then use 4 spoons of salt. So I'm going to use all of the salt. I can go 4 teaspoons of salt here, and then stir it well. And once it's nearly done, you need to coriander powder also to put it on. But before that, we use this paste. The paste which I made, before with the peanut and other ingredients. So let's put this paste. Today's guys, the reason I made to make this bagara baingan, especially my friend's wife. She's like my sister. It's her birthday, so it's a surprise for her. She doesn't come from making videos. She might be busy, but I'm going to make it for them and drop from the door. And drop in front of the door, the box, and the no, it's there. I just put some water. So make use of this paste water. So don't throw that away. Wash it. You just put it in the dish. And then stir it well. You might be thinking, guys, what happened if the coal is burning or what? But I'm also thinking the same thing. Let's do check with the coal. Um, this bagara baingan is very good to eat with the with the rice, jeera rice, bagara rice, or khichdi we call, or Lebanese bread, or could be paratha, wheat bread. So you can eat with any of the combination with this. So just wash the pan, put more water, just rinse it. So then use this. We need to put some water, like at least half a liter or just less than half liter, because even though you put half liter of water, it's not going to be too watery because after a while it's going to get like a paste, thicken, because of peanuts it makes it thicken. Let's mix with it. Okay. This is very important. We have to leave some time with the mixes, especially when you're cooking with multiple ingredients. We have to make the flavor good, allow the flavor to get into it and mix well. And more use coriander powder, at least 2 to 3 spoons. The more is much better. That's main taste. All this about 2.5 spoons. I'm going to pour off it. I'm going to put the coriander powder, and then garam masala powder, the all spices powder, about 2.5 spoons. So mostly the powders and all the ingredients are gone. So I'm going to mix half liter of water. Okay. Let's see. You can put as much as you like, not too much, but more than half liter, but you can less than half liter also. Let's mix it well. And let it boil for a while. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to allow this to boil for a while. Put in a flame, put the lid on, make it to boil, and check with the coal. Still, turn it on. It's taking a long time. The coal takes about 30-45 minutes to burn properly because this coal in here we get different barbecue coal. Yes, guys, still that goes on. What I have to do is take the tamarind paste, it's soak it for 15-20 minutes, and then make it a paste. Squeeze it and make it a paste. But don't put the tamarind straight away now. The reason being, it won't mix well. It won't cook but faster. Other stuff, because tamarind is a bit strong. So we need to put after 10 minutes. But I'll make it prepare ready. Let's boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. The more boiling is better. Some people boil for about half an hour also. They pour more water, boil for because it has to mix well. Because the spices has to mix well, then only you get the good flavor. Otherwise, you can see the taste won't be that great. The flavor lasts for a while. The more the spices mix with the water, it's much better. I'll leave this on here with my hands. Okay. Sorry guys, I just have to switch on here, and then the cake is stable. There's no one to operate. And then the important thing is hing. The hing is very important here. We'll mix the hing after 10 minutes with the after tamarind, right? And then we have our red chilies also. I'm going to put it on, and green chilies. I'll put the red chilies also now. Yes, as it is. No need to break it. Just put it on. Leave it as it is. Just 4 to 5 is enough. Not much. And I'm left over with hing and then jaggery. So these two things are left over. And then the eggplants also, we have put it later stage. Now guys, hope you all got your parrot papers, and I was telling you about why it's important. Before we start filling, let's know at least one good example why we need to vote for the consolations. So as you said guys, about $113.5 million have been allocated for the 2021 budget for the Ballot City Council area. Now what they have done, they have to spend the money appropriately, and each ward have councillors. As I said, wards has 2, Cambridge has 3, and Coven has 4. these people sit around and they just decide, way to distribute the money properly, and then each one has to, give appropriate reason, do some homework, um, go to the council area, like take the issues, what they exactly need. So, for instance, I can tell you, the bunch of homes that distributed these community centers, they are around $2.17 million have been allocated for Ainsbury, learning center. But main important thing, what I see, our councillors have somebody a bit strongly here, somebody who understand our issues in Cambridge ward, especially is the traffic signals. They got some traffic signals that they allocated three traffic signals and out of two in the Cambridge ward. I tell you the way they exactly coming. They be signalization of intersections at Calvin Springs and Boulevard at Rockbank Middle Road and the crossing. So where the Rock Bank footy big football stadium ground is big area. So that's where the Calvin Springs Boulevard and the Rock Bank, which goes to the Neil Road. So and the left side goes to the Westwood Drive. So that junction they want to remove the roundabout because causing delays. The traffic is more, so they want to put the signals there. And they have allocated $4.2 million. So this is a smart way because they have identified this issue. So they're going to put up there. So the consular might have, made other consuls convince, and the CEO of the industry convince them to get it through. And the other one is in Taylor's Road and Westwood Drive. So it's Taylor's Road and Westwood Drive is concerned again Cambridge Ward and the Watts Ward. One side of the road is Watts Ward, one side of the Cambridge Ward. Like Taylor's Road side, which is go to the other side, where the Westfield Shopping Center, if you know where Waterway Shopping Center is there, that's all in the Watts Ward, and the left side is all Tenderfield on Concert Heights goes to the Cambridge Ward. There's the intersection, so they can put up a signal there. Another signal is coming into Brooklyn Road and Station Road in Melton, so that's going to Coburn's Ward. So yeah, the three benefits of this are very smartly done for the signals, but we need more signals also. I've got people asking me about one Taylor's Road and the Gaulis Road intersection also should be removed. The roundabout has to be removed and put a signal there. It's getting busy, and because the Taylor's Road going towards the Plumpton and Rock Bank area where the entry is, there's road work is going on. So that road is getting very busy. The new estates Itwell has come up. The Taylor's Road is coming. Fraser is there already, and the Deanside Village is there. So these people, they come to Calvin Springs for the colleges and schools like Southern Cross, Wilson College, other schools in here, and also for shopping and mostly. So the traffic is more in that area, and the Taylor's Road towards the Plumpton is getting very busy. So definitely we need more, intersections, maybe a pedestrian or could be a speeding zone. Speed limit has to be maintained because especially what I found last time I made a video on Botanical Drive, people just drive outside. Coming from Botanical Drive, the residents, they find it hard to get onto the Taylor's Road. So we need intersections. So these need to be worked out, And then the roads are also built. So these are the examples. There are a list of things you can go through the council website also there. So this is an example of the traffic signals, which I mentioned. So it's boiling good. Just leave it on the findings and I'll show you how it's involved. So guys, hope you got your ballot papers. Now I just give an example how this works, and still there more signals has to come. If you feel that there is signals or pedestrian or zebra crossing should come to your area, definitely raise your voice and talk to your local councillors and or the council. You can contact them and say there's an issue with proper reason. Why the traffic is there, is the accident zone or it's not tested to have an accident or prone. It's a prone accident area. You can always say there's a risk. So there's no safety. You can ask to put a CCTV. There are horns coming down and issues there, so we need to deal with that. We need CCTV cameras, speeding cameras, like more right road deviations also. The split the roads to control the traffic so people can just enter into the roads traffic areas. So these are a few issues people have concern we need to talk about. And unless and you have approached your local councillor or a mayor or any other officer, you can't. And if you individually you can't achieve, but it has to be collective in a group or a community has to come forward. Yep. So guys, this is very important. So hope you got your ballot papers ready. Now let us start working on your ballot papers. Take the ballot paper. Now we'll start filling it up. It takes 5 minutes to get boiled properly, and then we're going to put our main ingredients to. Till that 5 minutes, we're going to finish off our ballot paper. Okay, guys. Hope you all got it. Are you ready with the ballot papers and the pen? Now, guys, choose the topmost person in your ward, whoever it is. Like I say, you know them, or you have seen in the statement, you might have read them, or you might have ever met them before, and you will feel that he's a good candidate, or you know already a person who did good work, met him personally or in somewhere. So if you have good impression on him, or you feel that he's a good candidate, put the top one, because he's going to change the whole, maybe whole system or the process um, of the current system, or maybe make it better. So you never know. Please select the right person, and it can be what I'm there already. So please, and also go through with the guys. Go through the background. Google website is there, Facebook. Nowadays everyone also is in the Facebook social media, or maybe Twitter. Could be in Instagram and in YouTube. So go through the profile, the websites, or call them, ask them why you have to work with them. So and then you can decide. But it's too late. It's not too late, but it's better. You might have not understanding in the last 10 days. So start putting on number one preference. So put on number one from the boxes. Hope you're done with the number one. Selected a candidate. Okay, cool. Now let's go for the number two candidate. At least you might have seen before them, or or you heard about them, or my friends might have said he or she might be a better person. So put number two to them. It's not difficult, just like from the list. Say number two, who's going to be number two? Yeah. And if you have the preference card from your local leaders or local council, they might have put it on. Maybe you have a favorite or preferred candidate who want to put number one. They might have sent you already a list of the candidates. If you don't know how to put the numbers, or if you can't decide who to go, just follow the how to work call. Like how I have sent it, I have put it in letterbox most of them, and people can just see this and follow. If you're in Cambridge ward, you can add this my voter card, how to vote card. You can always choose this and put it on as it is. So this is my how to vote card. My number is 11 basically on the from the but don't just put 1 in 11 regardless of wherever it is placed. You can put the 1 anyway or 2 anyways. But mine is 11. Put it there, and the 2, 3, 4 randomly put in it. But don't duplicate it or don't scratch or don't strike it. If you make any mistake, just strike that number there and then put it next to it. That's it. So we got 2 run. Now let's go for 3. I'll just check with the curry what's happening. It's still boiling nicely. Good. I'll show you guys. I quickly show you how it's good. Now it's boiling nicely. If you can see this. So that's how it looks like when it's boiling. And okay, that's interesting. Now let's go for number 4 from your preferences. Hope you've done your 4 as well. It doesn't take long, Take put the phone number. Number 5 also. First 5 is easy, quicker, because we know some people we heard from somewhere or just saw the ads, so they're from letterbox, boards outside. So first 5 easy to recognize. Now the challenge thing is from the 6 onwards. We never heard, we didn't see the boards, or we didn't see in the Facebook or social media, or we saw it somehow. So guys, for me, I've seen that I have to make this because many people are not online. I did a survey on how many people are online. So whole Melbourne, if I take 170,000 population, only less than 2,000 people are online, like Google family. As I said before, in my videos, it's about less than 50,000 people go to Facebook, Instagram, Gmail accounts, stuff. But rest of the 1 lakh because people we don't know what they're using, maybe Hotmail or their own country's language websites or any other social media. But to reach them, I have just printed about these flyers, especially in Callan Springs, Western Heights area, because it's densely populated area, about 10,000 people in Callan Springs, one side, Heights and one side, the 10,000 houses. So I need to reach them. So I've put it about these flyers there. But rest of the people is new migrants, young generation. They are mostly into the social media. I see the Instagram has more because the young chaps, school children, because they're all 13 years plus. But I can't consider them because they're under 18 people can't vote, so they may not be the voting base. It's hard to judge people on social media itself. But in COVID situation, it's only remains for us like 99%. It's the social media dependency. So I just played around with all, put up a I have to set up a page and play around with all the pages and put my ads and do campaigning through social media. And it's a good reach though I have. But let's check with this. I'll show you how the code is running to. Let me turn the code around. Oh, it's good. It's starting. It's running properly now. Let me mix this. Maybe I have to put a little bit more water or I have turmeric. Now it's properly boiled. I'll put the turmeric paste. Yeah. Water. So altogether about half liter of water I've put in, including tamarind juice. Because that jar is filled up about a little bit more than half liter, just in case. Okay, squeeze it. That's done. Let me go wash my hands quickly. That's done, guys. Just mix the tamarind juice into this gravy. Or people call it in Hyderabad, it's mostly gravy, lasan, or the sauce, what we call it, basically. So different, ways they call it. Mostly they call it as a gravy. In Andhra Pradesh, it's called as Gutti Wonkaya Kura. Gutti Wonkaya. Wonkaya means eggplant. Gutti means it's a stuffing. So stuffing with eggplant stuffing. So that's and they make different ways. People like fry the eggplants fried. They just deep fry a little bit, half fried before they put in the gravy. But some doesn't put it. I'm going to put later stage once it's get to boiling stage. And I'm going to put up some jaggery as well. So this is also pretty good. And this is very special. The jaggery, not many of them use it. Now, doesn't know the formula. The two special things is jaggery and the coal. I'm going to use it. This is the two outstanding ingredients I'm going to use. Not many of the people know about it. So put the jaggery and then mix it well. So bagara, baingan. So bagara means it's the coal thing I'm going to show. Baingan is the eggplant curry. So let's bring it to the boiling point. Then I'll put. Let's allow 2 minutes to let it a little boil. When it comes to boiling point, I'm going to put the eggplants in that. So guys, now we're done up to 5. Let's go from 6 and somebody might have already done all of it. It's pretty good if you're done. But those who has not done, let's go from 6 to 7 and all the numbers now. Then just go through the statements and highlight, there's just read through thoroughly and go with the preferences, and you can prefer it anyway, it doesn't matter. But top 5 is very important, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, to what are the maximum, but just put on which you feel is better, But just make sure you put the right candidates, that's very important, because if they lose, those words go to the top 5 people, like 2, 3 again, So if somebody is on the 14, you put the preference, and most of people put the 14, but that's still valid because the votes aren't going to raise. Because the guys, if you get less number of votes and they lose the elections, that numbers will add up to the 2 guys, which you put it on. So it's very important to put all the numbers. If you don't put any of this, the vote is not valid. Okay. Now, if you've done that, I'll let you know what to do. The next very important thing, which you have so much of time to vote it and then put it in the box and post it, but sometimes not get valid. Now you have done all the taking. Make sure that don't leave any empty. Don't overwrite it. And if you change your mind, just strike it and strike next to it. Don't overwrite it. The numbers as well in the boxes. So that is all about the filling on these guys. I just allow 2 minutes for you to write down, and then hing powder. I'm going to add hing powder, just like maybe half spoon is enough, not much. Then guys, I'm just putting every amount all together. See, I just left 2 minutes, and then I'm going to use hing powder as well. Good. Not too much, anything. It's so good, but a little bit because they're strong powders. But it's good for health point of view. It is very good. You can browse online about these ingredients or what the benefits if you are a different nationality people, or if you're not from the south of India, you or who will not use the spices much. You can always browse and see the benefits of each of every spices, how they can benefit your health, especially. I'm going to put this cover maybe a little bit more because it's a little bit thicker at the moment. Mix it. I'll leave for 2 minutes. After we finish, the last thing is going to go with the eggplant. Now, guys, hope you have done all of it. So, those who have not done, please completely finish in the next 2 minutes. So, we'll finish up and we'll wrap it up in the sealed envelope. Okay, guys. Now, the best thing is in Hyderabad, the language is very typical. Like when they speak, mostly when I was there, it's a metropolitan city. It's like cosmopolitan city, we call it otherwise. Hyderabad and Hyderabad and Secunderabad are two twin cities. I feel like in Calvin Springs and Melton are like two places in Melton itself, like two cities. It's an old Melton. Melton is a bit older, and then Calvin Springs is a new suburb. So and there's a big gap between these two cities. Similarly, Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Hyderabad is the old city side, it's developed ages ago from Nawabi style 400 years ago. And the Secunderabad is a newly developed suburbs and area. So, but it's all just dulling, So I get the feeling that, even the Calisprings and the high street, especially you go there in Melton, it's like old city for us. But the poor transport system is there, guys. They say when I want to go to Melton, I only way is driving. There is a bus going, but the frequencies will less have to go to Calvin Springs. Something 472 a number, it goes on, it's maybe started, but frequency is also very less. So it should be more, the transport links have to develop, more buses has to be introduced, frequency has to be more. And going to even to work also, I used to go to work like a few stations, one is Kilo Plains close to me, other one is Calvin Springs. Both are like 10 minutes drive usually, but other one is a Deer Park, so it's about 20 minutes drive in the traffic from which we drive. So, but thing is, after 8 o'clock, if I go to Calvin Springs station, we won't get the car park. And to go to Kilos, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning I have to go. And Deer Park it till 8 o'clock past. If I go past 8, still I can find the car park. But it's too far to drive and more traffic, it takes about 20-25 minutes to get to the station itself. So the traffic condition is more, we need to have a parallel roads or take up the roundabouts, put more signals, and there should be alternate routes. And bus is always preferably, but there are less frequency of bus, we need to have more buses. There's a bus from Calvin Springs in Calvin Springs Lower to Calvin Springs Station, and there's another bus from Taylor's which goes to the Kilo Plains. So morning is okay, the frequency is better, but evenings is also not that bad. But other times there's long distance to go and more ready here in other times. Most of the areas doesn't have the bus close to them, so they're taking up the cars and car park is limited. So we sort this out, get more buses and more transport links, especially the new estates like Cornwall Park, Antrim, Fraser Heights has come up, and these are rates coming up. There should be more routes added to it. What I suggested in Cornwall Park recently, I've seen there's no bus and people are having issues, so they can always recommend or request to the developers to put a community bus till they get on. Woodley has done that same thing. They have put on the community bus till we get the bus route. So this is a transport link we have to work on, guys. As a councillor, we need to put this in front of the people or to the government. Guys, it's nearly done. I think it's cooking good. I'll show you how far that's been cooked and what has done. Let's check out with these guys. So this has done so far. I think this is a good boiling point. You can see it's bubbles coming up, spoiling. Then you can add up your eggplants, which we have cut, split into the 4 pieces, like in between. So I'm going to add up all these things. Eggplants in it. A bit heavier for that. Use the stems as it is. Don't remove the stems, leave the stems as it is. I'll tell you, because after cooking you can eat just like, oops, stem has come off. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we can hold the stem and eat straight. And always find the similar size of one size, because they all cook evenly. Otherwise, big and small might cook. Some might cook earlier and other one might not cook properly. So it is difficult to find these small eggplants, especially in vegetable shop. Try to find this. The bigger eggplants doesn't make the taste is different, but this taste is different. One kg of eggplant would be enough. Again, you can do in half kg. If 1 kg would suffice for at least 10 people, at least, like 4, 5 cells for each person. Oh, sorry, each person like 1 cell. And the water. Because it's going to get thickened later on. Don't worry about the water. It's not. You can see the eggplant, the color, because we left for a while. It's become all the black stuff came out and it's absorbed. I use the canned water to clean this. The canned water is more healthier, and it cleans the vegetables and fruits grease quickly. So I use that. So once that is done, I'm going to put some green chilies as well. But what I've done is I slit the green chilies with a knife. So we need to slit with the knife slightly, and then just 4 or 5 chilies so we can eat them off. Depends on which chili using. Some chilies are strong, some chilies are rather strong. So I'm going to put the chilies. Or you can use like bigger yellow color chilies, the sweet chilies as well. These are the hot chilies I prefer. It depends on your preference. Just put the chilies and then mix with it. I'll just stick with the coal as well. Coal is also burning now. Now let's get it down. This one. So just mix it a little bit in the pot. Yeah, just make sure you dip all the eggplants into the gravy. So it gets soaked in that. Now we'll put the lid. Usually it takes about 10 minutes. I think it's because it's already hot boiling gravy, so it takes only 10 minutes to boil, and that's done mostly. And it's ready to eat. So guys, hope you have done all the voting cards, 10 to 15, it's also good. Now the turn is, once you've done all the boxes, preferred boxes tick, put it in the envelope. The flip envelope, you get it on the side, ballot paper. Just take off, I hope you have taken it from the instruction book and the candidate statement. Take the ballot paper, and put it in the envelope. Once you fill up all the boxes, put it in the envelope and then seal it. So please do that. Put it in an envelope and properly seal it off. Well, I just clean up my stuff. I keep it right here. Mostly it's done, guys. In this, if you feel it's salt, it's less or chili, you can always add, and it depends on your preferences. Because I put the jaggery, it's a little bit sweeter, but don't worry about the chili is going to be hot or it's not that hot spicy, and it won't upset your stomach later on. It's soft, it's soft to the stomach as well. The jaggery is very important. So guys, put it in the sealed cover, the old ballot paper, and then seal it. Once you seal it, now you see the very important thing. See that you put it in the right sealing envelope, the name which is going to have your name on it. So check your name on the envelope, the ballot paper envelope, and put the ballot on the right envelope. Okay. If you have more families, other people, also other members in the families also are also voting, just don't mix it up. Just use your own. Now put the ballot paper in the seal cover and seal it. Once you seal, you see you have to put your signature column. There's the date of birth and date of vote. So put on date of vote today's date, that is 20th October. Put on today's date. Put your date of birth. It's there. Hope you've done that. And put your signature. These are three things you have to do. That's all. Mind you, don't put the authorized signature. This is only for the people, if you see the instructions, that's for the people who are blind or disabled, people who can't vote, and somebody is acting or authorizing or acting on behalf of them. They have to put the sign. So if you're okay, you're not voting on behalf of somebody else who's disabled or blind people, don't worry about touching that area at all. If you sign there, the vote is not valid. So that's important thing. So put your signature, put your date of birth, and the date of vote. Hope you have done that. It's done. Now and take that the sealed envelope, and there's a prepaid envelope is already given to you. So this ballot paper envelope, put it in the prepaid envelope. Yep. So put it in that and seal it off. That's it. Now go on, post it. And maybe today evening, just any nearest post office, put in the post box. It's outside 24/7. In Callan Springs, there's a post box outside itself. You can put it there anytime. Go for a walk. Lake walk is there, nice, beautiful. Just go for a walk after having some snack or have a tea or coffee. Just enjoy your coffee today and nice walk. Okay, guys, let me have a look at this. It's still working, and it does take about 10 to 15 minutes. This is the process, guys. So once it's done, you can start eating with a nice, delicious food, and you can use, as I said, you can use the ghee rice or roti. It could be naan bread, Irani roti. Irani bread could be called. So any of the combination, ghee rice, bagara rice, white rice. This is a very combination with it. So this is all the ingredients what we have put it on, and all the eggplants, guys. So I'll share the recipe, how the process is, what are the ingredients in this video. Once it's done, I'll put all the process which you are seeing, so it's good. But bagara baingan, as I said, is mostly in weddings and functions, so most popular there. And Hyderabadi people, like as a cosmopolitan when we go out, we talk in Hindi. With the rickshaw, auto rickshaw people, or could be any other taxi drivers. Kya bhai chalega kya? So this very simple language, most often use. And we know each other to other guys also in Telugu, but still we talk in Hindi. And then it's mostly they use the baingan is very famous. What I want to tell you this baingan about a little bit about this eggplant. Eggplant is called baingan. So this baingan is eggplant is a very it's a king of all the vegetables. We call it king of vegetables. It's the eggplant, and people use this often in daily life. How they use this. If I say somebody has lost a business or somebody lost some money or something, so they baingan mein mila diye na bhai. This is a very popular word. Baingan mein mila diye. And if somebody asks, if we used to go to ask friends like, have you 10 rupees or some spare money to lend money, borrowed money, and if they don't want to give, they said, baingan milega, mere paas baingan hai. So they don't give the money, if they don't want to give the money or something else. It's a common word to use, baingan there. It's very popular, and it's very popular in the Irani caves and restaurants and star hotels as well. Bagara baingan, especially Hyderabadi bagara baingan is very popular, and this is a process Now, the before I go to it's after 5 minutes, I show the coal. Coal is burning still, and it's nearly done. When it's well burnt now, coal is burnt very well, and still 5 minutes to go with the coal. And after that, show the final step of the coal we got to use in the bagara baingan dish. So that's very important. Now this is how to mix everything together, put in the water, put the eggplants and all that. The taste, the mix doesn't go well. The ingredients has to boil and mix well, and then put the eggplant and then boil it with that. That softens the eggplant. So we have to wait till it gets softened, and then you can switch it off. Then put the final coating and make it like a smoky. And that smoky taste even changes the whole, and that's gives a nice flavor. Most of the Nawabis use these smoky flavors, you know, in their old traditional way of. I'll show you. You check it's still boiling. It's good. So don't mix often because once it gets soft, when you mix it, the eggplant it breaks. It's going to break. So don't only mix initially. Just turn it on, but don't mix it thoroughly because it's going to break and we won't get the actual the cooking style what we want to. That whole eggplant we can eat up like straight away. And similarly, you can eat the chili straight away because that taste the taste changes as well. It becomes sweet because of cherry, and it tastes nice. You can eat the whole chili as it is. Yes, chilies. Let's stay a little bit because it's going to take a bit while. But guys, this is the whole cooking process. And what I want to tell you before we leave is, hope you all done the ballot paper. Make sure your vote is very important. And if you don't vote or if you don't post the vote or do incorrect voting, what happens is that the people already who had done the voting, they might have their own preferences, and you might get a leader which you don't want. Or maybe not a right leader or not a right counselor who's sitting in the council area, and he'll be deciding what to get you the next budget, what to bring, what not to bring. And this is very important, guys, who can influence your life in day to day. Like if you are stuck in traffic signals and you get irritated, you need to rush, you need to go to childcare to drop the kids, or even I heard the stories like the footpaths are not good, like mothers with the baby pram, they want the babies on the pram. The footpaths are broken. That has to be maintained by the council, and it's not been looked after. And they have to walk on the roads, which is dangerous. Car might come anytime. It's so dangerous. It's no safety for the local residents. This is one of the issues I have encountered. And other issues I've seen, the council have put up the fences in one of the areas in Calum Springs. They're pretty old and it's not being looked after. It's like 15 years back. Developers and councils they put it on, but no one bothers. And also the growing traffic, especially the houses which are on the roadside, in the backyards, the roadside, they have a fence. But with the growing traffic, the sound pollution has grown, and we need to really look for this. How we can control this sound pollution and make residents a peaceful life, better life for them, and something we need to do about it. And also the kids parks, especially when you go to the parks, the CCTVs has to be there, especially in the park, because I remember like a few years back there was incident in Calum Springs Lake. Somebody was killed, and there's we couldn't trace out, or we don't know what's happened later on. So that is very important, guys. And I hope my agendas also I said I put it on this in safety. Um, but I've done like and my brochure, like and my dear flyer, there are multiple languages. You can see the multiple languages all written there. And also, guys, a very important thing as we are discussing since the beginning, public doesn't have reach to the councils and councillors can't reach the community. So I'm developing an app like called Community Services. This is the logo, our logo you can see. So it's going to be launched before Christmas, so people can make use of it. So that way, local councillors and the residents are connected, and also we could add up local businesses to promote local businesses. So This app is going to come soon, and it's 24 by 7 available to the people and the residents and the councillors. So that's the important, which after the initiative, what I found the gap, and I took the initiative. And also there's one thing I've done is I've get the barcode. So there's a barcode. If you scan the barcode QR code here, you get my website. There's some information about my dear paper. But if you need more information, you can always scan the QR code and you get my website has more information and more newsletters there. And also most of the things you can see what suburbs. So people don't know about the wards. They ask me which ward I believe I belong to, and then there's I've given in mind. Mostly you find this in the website, council website, the all the suburb names which falls under the wards. I can read through this about Cambridge ward. We have an entry, Burnside, Burnside Heights, Calvin Springs, Teesside, Fieldstone, Fraser Rise, Mount Contry, east corridor of the Mount Contry, that is Thornhill Park, Raven Hall, Rock Bank, Thornhill Park, and the Trevelina, some part of Trevelina. That's still the boundary road, So Trevelina partially comes under Melton City Council area. So this is under the Cambridge ward. All these councils comes under Cambridge ward. You might have seen my photo on the statement in your ballot paper. Please go through that, and my website is www.ajpostulati.com.au. So it's there, and also have Facebook. If you just type in Google anywhere Ajay Milton without space, you can find my details. It comes up, and in YouTube, it could be Facebook, Twitter, or maybe Instagram and Facebook. I'm already there of my personal page as well as my professional page. You can always find about my information. And guys, like last 5 years, I've been into the council as an advisory board member. I do some leadership programs. I've learned a lot, and I'd love to build a network and meet people. If you have issues, please talk to me, and let me know if you have issues. We can work out together and meet our local councillors or MPs and see how we can sort this out. Let me check with the client once again before we came. The school is nearly done. So you can see the school is nearly almost burned. So now let me check with the eggplant what's happening. Yes, this is a little bit softer. I'd like to show you how it looks like. So that way, I can come. So that's how it looks like, the eggplant is cooking. Now the interesting part, I'll switch this off now. Coal, put this coal. Oh, no, this steel plant, where's the steel one? Steel is much better, but that's going to burn. Okay, I'll get the steel ones. Put this coal into the steel. Yeah, I'll show you the bagara ones like this. Place this in between the pot properly. Can you see this? Okay. Now the interesting thing. There you go. The magic comes now. Okay, just a minute. Place it properly. So coal should not get into this curry. Okay. Let me place properly. Okay. All right. Now, take the oil, whatever the oil which you used before for the cooking, just put the oil on the coal. Right? See the fumes, the smoke coming? Put the oil. And then when the smoke comes, just put the lid. That's it. So that's how it has to be. So now what happens is the smoke, which is inside, it just gets inside. It has to be like stopped, but the lid has to be strong enough. So we won't allow any smoke to go out. But the smoke is with the oil, the flavor, the oil, whatever you use, like I use a sunflower oil or maybe peanut oil. So the same oil which we use for cooking has to be poured onto this coal. So what happens is that all that the smoke goes into that, and it's observed. The curry observes the smoke, and that you get the smoky flavor later. So leave it like that, the smoky thing. See, the smoke is still going on. This is very special. We put the jaggery, we put the hing, and then the smoke. These three ingredients are very, very important to change the whole taste of it. These are the special ingredients for bagara baingan, Hyderabadi special. And guys, Hyderabad special is like people call like they address themselves like like in India or here we say in Australia or US we say hey bro, how are you going, or hey mate, But in India, every place, every state differently. They call like North India, so in Gujarat, Badabai, something, they call differently. In Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, they call it differently. In South, like in Tamil Nadu, there's a called Anna. And also in South India, some parts are called in Telugu Anna. And in Hyderabad special is different. They call Mia. Kya Mia, kya kar rahe ho? Kaise Mia? This Mia is very popular there, and there's a veteran actor coming, two comedians. They're from Hyderabad, in Hindi Bollywood industries. Okay, Johnny Liver, he's from Hyderabad. The comedian, very, and Mahmood is other old actor, veteran actor. He's from Hyderabad too. So these two comedians, you can see their accent is a Hyderabad accent. Kai ko miya, kai ko kar rahe, kahan ja rahe, kai ko karna. These are the slangs, the words they use in Hyderabad, especially. It's outstanding language, and they are very most welcoming and very nice people, most welcoming. The customer service is pretty good in Hyderabad, and people have a lot of love, regardless and of the caste, creed, religion. This mix of culture. We have Hindus, Brahmins, then same street we have Punjabis, we have Singhs, we have Gujarati, we have Muslims, and then we have Sautéing, Tamil, Karnataka. So these people all, you see everywhere in the same street, this mix of culture is there, and they all celebrate together in every festival together. Even the Muslims, they celebrate Ganesh festival, and then Hindus also festival, the Bakri, the Ramzan, we share the food, and especially Christmas also we share Christmas. We go to the church. I used to go to the mosque, to church, and also these are two cosmopolitan cities. I used to go to Dargah, I used to go to Gurudwara, I used to go to church, and any other places like small religious places. It is allowed. It's nothing. We can't. They won't. I used to put chadar also in Gurudwara. I used to won't put the chadar, and also masjid. I used to get go and pray and give some flowers or either holy water. In church also we get holy water. Sometimes and we all the prayers. There's more welcoming, and we celebrate every festival. It's a whole year we celebrate Dasha, Diwali, Ramzan, Eid, Bakrid, and then we celebrate Easter. We celebrate Christmas. It's so vibrant city. It's all this active. People are engaging. And so I came from such a good environment with a lot of friends. So same thing I practice here. So I have a passion to celebrate these festivals. I love festivals. I love food. I love meeting people, different culture, and so it's so good that in Melbourne we have it's multicultural people here. We meet different nationality people here now. So Bangladeshi, Bangladeshi, Sri Lankans, Pakistanis, Bhutanis, Fijians. So we all get together. We celebrate. There's something common in us. Celebrations. So we celebrate the festivals. We hang around as well, and the families get together. We enjoy it, especially this local area is so nice, beautiful. People are so beautiful. I still have to meet many other people. I'm trying to reach to the community. Please contact me or message me. I'm happy to just have a chat. Even after the elections, don't worry. It's winning, losing is a different story. But due to these elections, I met good friends, and I made friends with the other candidates as well who are standing for councillor locally. We talk to each other, you're sharing, preferencing, So last 3 months, we vigorously we were contacting each other and they made good friends regardless of the election results. The election results are going to be out on 13th of November, guys. So we know what we're doing and people's choice, everything we get to know. But we still, from my end, I'll be still continuing to do my, community service regardless of win or lose. So guys, please vote one for me. Make sure if I win, I can reach you more, and I'm available to you like 24/7. And also during daytime, I'm just around here. Just you can catch up for coffee, talk on the phone or Zoom meetings. I'm available. I use technology most like Zoom, StreamYard, or on the Facebook, or you can ping me messages or WhatsApp me. So almost a call away from you guys. But let me check how far it has done. So it should be done well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this hole from here. Let's move it down. That's a bit more soft. I'll show you guys. It's mostly done. I'll leave it for 10 more minutes, but this is a process altogether. See guys, this is a whole process. But I want to leave it for another 5 to 10 minutes, make it more soft, because if you see, it's already a little bit soft. Yeah. Some are harder because they're different sizes. So see, this is already soft. This is hard because there's big ones. So I have a mix of it. It's already done. So leave it like that for some time. It takes you for another 5 to 10 minutes, and that's when you're done. I'm ready to serve. I'll leave it like that. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, hope you have filled up your ballot papers. Uh, you have sealed it, and put in envelope, and just go out for a nice, beautiful walk, and go out for a drive or lake walk. Your job might have finished so far. So people who are working from 9 to 5 from home or till 6, it's getting nearly 6 o'clock, guys. So go out for a walk and post it in the post box. And either tomorrow morning when you drop your kids at school, post it in the post box. Now, guys, this is a process take about 10 minutes. Let it go, and once it's done, you can serve hot Hyderabadi baingan masala, or you can say, this is bagara baingan, Hyderabadi bagara baingan, which is very popular. So once it's done in 10 minutes is the process, and I'll be having my dinner soon with this bagara baingan, and I'll enjoy, and you also enjoy your food, and hope you all done. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching my video. Hope we shared each other's views and ideas, and you learned something, and try the Hyderabadi bagara baingan at your home. And I'll come up with some other crazy ideas in future. Thank you guys. Have a good night, and vote one for me. Don't forget to vote. Bye bye.